Hello, you guys. It's Wednesday, July 28th, and I have regraded or gone through all the exams for a third time because, for whatever reason, the scores for question number one keep not getting recorded. But I think it's been rectified. I think everyone's exam 3, question number one, have been graded. And to be clear, the question was, and I'm going to paraphrase because I don't have the question in front of me, why do we not want the heart to engage in tetanus? I realized the word want was actually not written there, but I think all of you understood what the question was. Why do we not want the heart to engage in tetanus? Because if the heart was engaged in tetanus, it would be in a state of sustained contraction. Therefore, it would not be filling up with blood. That is to say, if we're talking about the left ventricle would not be filling up with blood, and it would also not be pumping anymore. So it would not be pumping blood and perfusing the body with oxygen and nutrients. So that's what I was looking for. It didn't have to be that detailed. If you said the heart was not pumping, you probably got the 10 points. If you only said the heart was not filling up with blood, you probably only got 5 points because it's certainly not pumping as well. One thing I want you to focus on with this new material when we're talking about lymphocytes, whether they're T cells, T lymphocytes as we see here, or B lymphocytes, otherwise known as B cells, when they divide, they produce memory cells and effector cells. The effector cells are going to be the ones that carry out the work. If we're talking B cells, they're secreting antibodies. If we're talking T cells, they're the ones engaged in destroying or eradicating virus-infected cells. But those effector cells are eventually going to die out. They're going to wear out and no longer be efficacious. As a result, if we had no memory cells, then we would no longer be immune to that specific pathogen. That's why every time a lymphocyte, whether it's a T lymphocyte or a B lymphocyte, divides, in addition to making those effector cells, they make some memory cells that are put away for a later time. And then upon reinfection, a week later, a year later, 10 years later, those memory cells will divide to make some new effector cells that will carry out the work and more memory cells that will be put aside for a later date. Office hours today at 3 o'clock.